to the show this morning. The topic this morning is AIDS and HIV 2012. And of course, we're fortunate to have with us to talk about an update on HIV and AIDS, Mr. Ron Crowder, who is also the chairperson of an organization, the founder in a real sense of an organization called StreetWorks, and the CEO of that organization as well. And Mr. Crowder, we might also add that you are an internationally known educator dealing with this whole issue of HIV and AIDS, and I think in a real sense that you've been involved with this almost since the very, very beginning. Let's make the audience aware of some of your accomplishments in that area by talking about your background, education, and some of the things that were important in terms of leading you to that.
Okay, Dr. Haney, as you said, I'm the founder of StreetWorks. We founded the agency in 2000. The agency is kind of funny because the agency was founded out of the trunk of my car because we had no funding. So, and because HIV at that time was affecting African Americans at a disproportionately rate, I thought that someone had to step up to the plate and do something about it. So at that point, I got loaded up my trunk with condoms and was fortunate enough to get a small amount of money from the state of Tennessee. And as we would say, the old cliche, the rest is history.
Okay, and it really is history.
We are now located in 3 different locations. We have a staff now of about, I want to say about 16. We went from that humble $28,000 to almost $1 million a year budget now. So we've came quite a way in, I would say, the last 12 years. And I just thank God that he was able to bless us in these hard economic times when agencies such as mine, small nonprofit agencies, are closed, and we are steadily growing. So we've been blessed in that aspect.
Well, Mr. Crowder, we're dealing, and let's, I guess, if we're dealing with the education in reference to this disease, let's start at the very, very beginning. Now, where we talk about HIV and AIDS, we've talked about it for almost 25 years, but there might 30. And there 30 years.
70,
there are many folks.
86, 81.
And there are many folks out there who still might not understand what we mean when we talk about HIV and AIDS. Be basic with us and tell us exactly what it's all about.
HIV. HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus. This is the virus which causes AIDS, AIDS, Acquired Immune Deficiency Syndrome. Basically, there's 3 modes of transmission: unprotected sex, blood to blood, infected mother to unborn child. It's only 3 ways you can get it.
Just that simple.
Just that simple. In the onset of HIV and AIDS, it was a disease seen mostly in gay white men. Well, we were misled by the media, I would say. So people were thinking, particularly African Americans, this is not a disease among our community. So they kind of got misled. It has been, and it always will be, a sexually transmitted disease.
That's the only way you don't get it.
You know, that is the main mode of transmission, and that is unprotected sex with an infected person, no matter oral, anal, or vaginal. You understand? That is how you get it. So make no mistake about it. It is a sexually transmitted disease. While it is also transmitted through injection drug use, That's another way it's transmitted. Another way it is transmitted is an infected mother can transmit it to an unborn fetus. But the main way it is transmitted is sexually, and we must get with that.
And of course, we're going to talk about that after we may have our first commercial break and deal with it. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.